In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up a high yield savings account and create an emergency fund. This won't only safeguard your finances, but also help your money grow faster. I'll explain what they are, how they differ from traditional savings accounts, and why they're a great option for boosting your savings. Plus, I'll share tips on how to choose the best account for your needs and how to get started. So if you want to maximize your savings and watch your money grow, stick around and let's explore high yield savings accounts together. For those of you who don't know me, ciao amici, I'm Hackrobat, your Italian-American aerialist located in New York, here to help you save time and money. From quick tips to budget hacks, let's make life easier and keep your wallet full. First, I recommend paying off your high interest debts, such as credit cards, store credit cards, high interest loans. These debts have an average APR or annual percentage rate of about 20%. Whereas the highest high yield savings account I found was 8.1%, and that's only for 3 months. So if you open up a savings account and make 5.1% on one hand, and then on the other, you're paying 20% interest every month, well, it doesn't really make sense to open up to make 5.1% just to pay 20 on the other hand. So you may want to wait till you're completely debt-free, especially with respect to higher interest debts. If you do still have debt, don't be discouraged. There are tons of videos out there to help you with that. This channel will be one of them. This channel is still new. This is video number 2, but I will be sharing my best money saving tips with you guys. So what's an emergency fund? An emergency fund is a financial safety net meant to cover your unexpected expenses or any emergencies that may happen in your life. It's typically held in a separate, easy accessible savings account to ensure you have funds just in case a really crazy event happens, such as a job loss, a major car repair, a major home repair, an unforeseen medical expense. The goal of an emergency fund is to provide financial security and prevent the need of relying on high interest debt in times of need. A common recommendation is to have 6 to 12 months of living expenses saved in your emergency fund. What's a high yield savings account and how does it differ from traditional savings accounts? A high yield savings account is a savings account that offers a significantly higher amount of interest than traditional savings accounts. This means you earn more interest on the money you deposit, which helps your savings grow faster. Some key features to a high yield savings account are 1, a higher interest rate, 2, liquidity. It's easy to take your money in and out of the high yield savings accounts for the most part, although there might be some withdrawal limitations. 3, low risk. These funds are generally insured by the FDIC or the NCUA up to the insured limit. 4, online banks and credit unions. These accounts generally have lower overhead costs because they're online and then in turn transfer their savings to their customers in the form of higher interest rates. Let's talk about some of the benefits of high yield savings accounts. It maximizes the growth of your savings with the higher interest rate. It provides a secure place to keep your emergency fund or other savings goals. Some considerations. Higher interest rates can vary month to month, so it's important to compare your options. Some accounts may have minimum balance requirements or other terms. Choosing the best high yield savings account. This is going to sound like a lot, but I promise I'll offer an easier solution at the end of the video. But for those who are interested in the details, here's what matters. Choosing the best high yield savings account involves several factors to ensure you're getting the most out of your account. So the first thing you want to consider is the interest rate, or the APY, or the annual percentage yield. Look for accounts with the highest APY. It'll make your money grow faster. 2, fees. Look for accounts that have little or no fees, such as withdrawal fees, maintenance fees. 3, minimum balance requirements. Some high yield savings accounts make you have a minimum balance requirement either to open the account or to get that high interest rate that you wanted. 4, accessibility. Sophie, for example, does not have its own branch, at least that I know of, that's anywhere near here. What I do with Sophie is I have to go to a Dunkin' Donuts or somewhere that has a specific ATM where I could withdraw my cash there. 5, insurance and safety. I know I spoke a little bit before about the FDIC and the NCUA. I would just make sure that the bank is insured by these companies before putting your money into that specific bank or credit union. 6, customer service. Like I said before, a lot of these banks don't have physical locations, so it's difficult to find someone to talk to face to face. 7, account features. Are automatic transfers important to you? Are goal setting tools important to you? Are budgeting apps important to you? Decide what is important to you and make your decision about which account you would like that way. 8, promotions and bonuses. Some banks offer traditional sign-up bonuses for its new customers. This can be great, but you want to make sure your account's long-term value exceeds any temporary perks. 9, reputation and stability. You want to make sure you put your money in with a bank or credit union that has a good reputation. How to set up a high-yield savings account. Setting up a high-yield savings account is pretty straightforward, and here's a step-by-step guide. Step 1, research and compare accounts. Step 2, gather your required documents. A lot of documents are often needed to open an account, such as your driver's license with a photo ID, social security card, valid address. Step 3, complete the application. You can usually apply online or by phone for these types of accounts, and they'll usually ask for things like your name, your address, your email address, your phone number, and your social security number. Step 4, fund the account. This can generally be done by an electronic transfer from another bank, a wire transfer, or a check that is deposited into that account. Step 5, review and confirm. Review the account terms and conditions, including any fees or limitations. Step 6, set up account features. Set up automatic transfers from your checking to your savings account every month. You might also want to explore some online banking options and tools in order to track your savings. Step 7, monitor your account. Regularly monitor your balance, any interest earned, and transactions. Choosing a high-yield savings account easily. So first, I wanted to say that I am not a qualified or licensed financial investor. I am an amateur investor, so take what you want with what I say in this video. There are some comparison websites which I'll mention, and they are subject to change, and please keep in mind that some of these websites are partnered with some of the banks, so take what you want from this as well. So I generally use NerdWallet to compare rates, and it has not steered me wrong so far. Right now, my high yield savings account is with SoFi or SoFi. I'm not sure how to pronounce the name of it. Right now, SoFi gives its customers about 4.5% interest, but I've also seen other banks such as American Express, UFB, Citibank also offer very high yield interest savings accounts as well. Other websites are the Wall Street Journal, Forbes Advisor, and Investopedia. Again, keep in mind that these websites often have paid partnerships with each one of these banks, and they will show you what they want to show you. That about wraps up our deep dive into high yield savings accounts and how to use them to supercharge your savings. I hope you're excited to start growing your money with these powerful tools. Before you go, please check out my last video, the 5-step smart savings strategy for tipped workers. It's packed with really great advice for tipped workers and for non-tipped workers. If you've made it this far, please like my video and subscribe for more. Also, don't miss out on my next video where I talk about how to save money on rent. Keep saving smart, and I'll see you in the next one.